table a little closer to the easel that carries the water and the paper towels. Happens when you go to small school.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? I think we're ready. Hey, there we are. Hi. How you doing, Josh?
Kevin?
Art Assault. And we just kind of do some painting live for you. We got a couple of interviews. We're doing Multi-Universal Jam is the theme for tonight. It'll be a fun piece. We got Nick Gibbs coming on to tell us about everything he's got going on. And we got Marty Ray Project coming on. So it's going to be a great show. We're going to have fun. I forgot the itinerary over there, but already. So what have you been doing this week, Kevin? I've seen you had a lot of...
We're trying to be organized for a change here. What have I been doing? A couple of commissions, a couple of heartfelt pieces, which I always do. Most of my art's off of my emotions anyway, per se.
Yeah.
Even when I do stuff here, I'm an emotion-driven type of artist, not like,
emo.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm sad.
I go with, oh shoot, I want to do this, and so I become part of it. Like I always tell everybody. And I've showed some of it. I'm really proud of this last one I did, kind of tribute to my lost brothers in arms from the military.
Yeah,
and
I've seen
stuff.
that. That was pretty
A
awesome.
lot of people think I'm doing it because of what's going on in the White House, but the biggest thing, this is the most political I'll ever get. My entire life, our government has always been this way. I was at the end of Vietnam War. I was at the end of all this stuff, crazy stuff. So, I lived through them all, and it's always been this way, ups and downs, and our government's always been causing whatever. But that's the closest you're going to get for me. I did it because I will do this periodically for my brothers in arms that I've lost and will lose in the future, and family members that I've lost because of combat, because we've all believed in our freedoms here. And that's all I'm getting at that. So,
can everybody hear us all right? You're sounding good. I've been tweaking levels, trying to improve. We've got a new sponsor I'd like to announce and say thank you to. Let's get into that real quick before we get.
I know, 2 sponsors.
Two sponsors. We're moving right on up.
Of course, I forgot how to say that. Orozco. He needs to come on here and correct. Yes. I guess we need to get him on here someday so he can school us. We'll have him do a how do you talk that? He'll be our talking coach or our speech coach for that.
Yeah, definitely get on there. So we got Orozco's hot sauce, good stuff, and we got Big Sexy's beard brand. Me and Sean, we've kind of teamed up on our shows, and we're the weekend crew. So weekend crews got to stick together.
So I may actually, we were talking about it, so I may end up putting some, I've done it once before, and unfortunately, won't go into it, but, if he sends it, maybe I'll put some on during the show, and we'll see how much sexier I get.
You got that big
Will I be able to catch big sexy, or will I be just kind of medium sexy?
Oh, let's see what I can see. Everybody said we're sounding great, which that's first time.
A lot of people.
We were on Talking Beards Tuesday with Aaron and Scott. That was a fun show.
I just kind of popped in and said hi.
Yeah.
You did promote me though. That was cool.
But we were sounding horrible that night. The mics levels were. I've done a lot of switching with the computer, and it's funny how the front input mic and the back input mic are 2 different ball games. So I think we got it good. We got the mic live back there. It's a little. I guess it's my turn to start,
it's your
so
turn.
you get to.
See you all's up, man. We got a lot of people came on all quick.
Yeah.
Talking Beard guys are here. Great.
Well, that was me because they.
Oh, was that from before?
Yeah, that was me when I asked how we were sounding.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting
We're part of the network.
we're part of the network. I keep forgetting that. Hey, Tracy, are you home yet? If you're home, say hi to Lucas for me. If not, then slap Chewy. She went to Salina today, and I told her to slap Chewy for me. She won't do it though. Chip's here. Adam, Jake Johnson.
What's going on?
Bunch of Jones.
Is that Adam Jones?
Oh yeah, Adam Jones. Sorry, I'm terrible last name. You just said Jones, threw me off.
Jones.
Yeah, the big sexy though. Yeah. I'll slap Chewy. She's still in Salina. Yeah, slap him hard, and you know what you're supposed to say, right? You got to say it, and you got to yell big and loud like you mean it. He's expecting it too, because I told him, and I know you told him too. But yeah, he did. He bought a piece from me, and he was going to come into town, but all this COVID stuff has just made it next to impossible for a lot of people to travel. So she finally got a chance to go up there and took it up there for me. So that was cool. So today's, as you can see, he's already started. We're going to be doing what do you call it? The multi-universal
jam.
Oh, I've been calling it the universal jam. Yeah,
transdimensional
jam. It's going to be about aliens. Thanks to Scott from the Talking Beards wanted aliens. So we're going to give him our version of what we do with aliens. Of course, anybody that's ever watched me and Josh do our stuff, it's never what you're going to be expecting.
No.
So it's going to be what's going to be. You know, it's going to have aliens. That's, you know, kind of like our dancing squirrels. They end up more disco squirrels
Hey,
from last
dancing,
week.
Man.
Mm-hmm. What else got going on? Oh, yeah, some really cool stuff on. Normally I talk about some of the stuff's coming up, but next 2 weekends from now, and he's going to be on, so we'll save that one for that. For some reason, a lot of my stuff disappeared. I think next week is Kenny Ballinger's birthday. I think it's next week. And Whiskey Dick, man, Austin, Texas, freaking hillbilly metal, man. These guys kick ass. So if you're local and you don't go see Whiskey Dick, two guys, they play acoustic, but the one guy on acoustic shreds better than most metal guys I've ever seen. And I'm talking some of the top dogs too. These guys are freaking phenomenal, and you should go see them. And it's going to be Kenny, and there's going to be a couple of locals with them. I think it's Ether from Dodge City. I think it's Ether. I don't know. There's so many. There's 3 bands from there, and they all interchange a little bit, but I think it's Ether. And then, I'm gonna drive nuts. It's John Hansen's band. You know what band that is? Synopsis. Yes, thank you. Yeah, me and John Hansen are not related, even though our names are spelled the same, and you hardly run into anybody with that same name. But we have decided. I forgot to tell you this, because his brother plays guitar. I play a little bit of bass, and John plays. And one of these days, we're going to get together and we're going to do a metal tribute, yes, to the Hansens. And I think that would be, I can see it kind of being in the vein of MOD and SOD, you know, something crazy like that. That would be kind of cool. Fest, Joshua DeLarn Fest. What about, the Mob Fest?
Yeah, Mob Fest is coming up.
Yes, Mob Fest 4 coming up. He's more of the beard stuff. I'm going to be doing more of the concert stuff, but I'm paying attention to that too. It's really cool because I put out yesterday. Yeah, I put out every day if I can, but I've been a celibate for the last year. But I put out. People know around here that I do a lot of live shows for charity, doing artwork, and any of you guys doing those. I won't necessarily do them online per se, like what we do here, but if it's a live actual show and you can get me there or I can get there, I'll be more than happy to do some art so you can charity auction it off. And I'll tell you now, most people can confirm this. A lot of times it's the big money raiser for everybody because it's really cool. They sit there and watch me and around here I do it with other people too. I'm going to get Josh out on some of these shows now too. Now he realizes what it takes.
Yeah.
And it's fun, man. It's really motivating. Trying to do something within an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours is a whole different skill set. But all you comps out there, more than welcome. Give me a shout. We'll figure out if I can get there or not, and we'll do our thing. Tracy said SOD, yes. For such a small little chipmunk lady, actually, she's the one that did the dancing squirrel, so she's become my dancing squirrel now. SOD. She's pretty hardcore. She introduced me to a band that's pretty killer, man, called Avatar.
Avatar, yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny, I'm never heard of them. And that they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
So, and that's rare of me not hearing of a band, but I'm not quite into it like I used to. Yeah, don't you hate it when there's a spine in the middle? Because you can see it.
Yep.
It's hard to get past those spines. But yeah, we're just Manila Road. Oh, yes, I'm wearing this was their 40th anniversary t-shirt. For what was the Mystification, I think it was. It's hard to believe those guys are around forever, and now Mark's gone. But little side note on that, I was in a band called Rabbit 666, and the year that Mark died, we were supposed to open for him when he got home, but instead we did a tribute and raised some money and played with the Tits, who are no longer around. The Tits, I just like saying that, the Tits. You can get away with it when you're talking about a band. And Rabbit 666, and I think Kukui. So Kukui's the only band. I'm not sure if they're still around or not either. Almost all of us had some kind of tie with Mark and his band, one way or the other, whether it's through his Renaissance Fair stuff. In my case, it was just the costume entertainment and the Renaissance stuff. And then he was one of the first guys that ever supported when I was doing the magazine and setting up shows and stuff like that. In fact, he was one of the first guys that ever paid me. So I'm doing a little tribute to Mark right now. But it was funny because I was setting up shows and, usually lucky to break even. And his was the first show. I'm sitting there paying him, and all of a sudden he gives me, I don't know, a couple $100. I was like, whoa. Because, dude, yeah, he must have walked away with a lot more because I had that place packed.
What time we had, Kevin? I was gonna say.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. We're right at 10 minutes after, but it should be about 15 after, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we need to get a timer.
Yeah, I was gonna do my phone. We'll let this set a minute.
We need to get one of those little egg timers someday so we can just show people, and then people can hear it and do their thing. But yeah, so next week's a couple of shows. For some reason, I lost all the shows for this weekend, and there was nothing popping up, but I know there were shows going on. But next week, I know it's Kenny Ballinger's birthday and Whiskey Dick. I don't know who's playing the next day. That's really all about I got right now for stuff.
All right,
so is it my turn now?
Let that dry a minute, and we're gonna let's see. Gonna introduce a new little segment here. It's completely stupid and.
I forgot about that. Okay,
so we'll get that going. I think I'm gonna try to do one every week. Maybe get talk Kevin into giving me a little hand on it. And my chair got moved back. Got to be in the right spot so we can see me. So let's get over here. And so this is ridiculously bad Dubtown overdubs is what I'm calling this. Right, wrong, or indifferent. So
ridiculously downtown, uptown dub. What?
Yeah, ridiculously bad Dubtown
ridiculously
overdubs.
Bad title
so,
too.
Enjoy.
Am I on now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him to turn it on so I could critique this and see what we come up with. So far, I'm going cross-eyed. Oh, it's the
You can't hear it.
I know I can't hear it.
Tasty burger,
Oh,
you know.
get my headphone in, don't I?
Oh yeah.
It'd be nice if you told me where you hid the tuna.
Yeah, I can.
I'm sorry, bub. I'm talking to your friend here.
So who'd you dub together on this?
I just overdid Samuel L. Jackson.
So where you from, eh?
Oh,
What?
Ain't
my
so
best
sure that's a
Canadian
country
voice.
there, bub. Do they speak Canadian and what?
What?
Canadian.
is that
hoser.
you
Do
talking?
you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
You're a horrible Canadian,
Oh,
man.
tell me that
Hey, I
Kevin
know it,
Hansen looks-
you hoser.
What?
Say what again there, bub. I dare you. I dare you. I double dare you. Say it one more time, you hoser.
Is there any way we can see the responses from the other people
Go on.
watching this at all?
He's bald.
Does he look like a floozy?
What?
But you know what, Samuel L.
Does he look like
Jackson,
a
he says
floozy?
motherfucker every other word.
he
What
look
the
like
hell?
a floozy?
Hoser.
You
You
ain't trying to
hoser.
mount him like a Gorby, eh?
Corey came
Yes,
on.
you did, Brett. Yes, you did. Kevin Hansen don't like to be mounted by anybody except Kevin Hansen.
Oh my God, you threw me in there, so you set me up here. Well, that's not necessarily true, but I wouldn't know. It's been a while. So, you know, I'm at the stage now where I don't need it that bad.
Like I said, it was bad.
So I don't
It's
like
gonna
being-
get worse.
I don't like being mounted. Well, I won't tell any secrets now.
I've got plans for it. That's for sure. I've got some ideas for upcoming ones, and they're gonna get worse. They're gonna get horrible.
Well, it's my turn to get
Yep.
up there. We got a guest here. She came in.
Yeah, Miss Magnolia Grace.
She knows
is
I
coming.
give the best ear rubs in town,
get
so
that
that's
back
what
on
it
there.
is.
But yeah, I don't know. It was stupid.
We got
It was
Nick-
fun.
We got Nick coming up pretty quick too.
Yeah, said whenever. See what Nick's not down in the studio yet. So Nick, if you're watching, get your butt in the studio.
Well, you told him 15, so
Yeah, we're close.
got a little bit of time.
So yeah, like I said, busy week. Got the Tees for Charity shirts knocked out. Go ahead and plug that for a minute. Let Nick get in here. Launched the Tees for Charity shirts yesterday. Big Sexy go on there and announce the new shirts every month. Me and Barefoot Brains, we do a charity shirt, and this month we're doing Lexi Lamb's Foundation is the charity we're gonna benefit this month, and I'm bringing back the Johnny Stash 2.0 t-shirts. I'm getting ready to print them. I dropped them 1st of December, and there just really wasn't. I've got like 7 orders. That's hardly enough to even set up and do it, but I'm gonna do them. So I'm offering you the last chance to get this sweet shirt. Me and Johnny Rodriguez got together, and we collabed on it, and so, you know, I mean, it's going to be available till Wednesday at the latest. I'm going to get them printed and get them out and try to get everything caught up on 2020. Looks like Nick's back there, so we'll go ahead and you ready to come in, Nick? Yep, and get the thumbs up, so we'll bring him on in. Without further ado, Mr. Nick Gibbs.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. How you
Nick,
doing?
How you doing?
Doing all right. I see somebody's doing some artwork back there,
Yeah. See if we
putting
get
in that work.
getting in that
That's what you wanna
screen.
call what I do. I sling paint. That's for sure.
Slinging that paint. That's not much of a better angle. I was trying to move the camera to get a better angle while we're working. But
Getting a good shot of my butt, I think. Right.
so what have you been doing
Yeah, I
here
can
today,
go
Nick?
outside.
Getting ready for a big tour. I know that.
Yes, sir. I just booked out the last bit. So the last time we talked, I just got 3 more artists booked in for the EP release party.
You mean 20 minutes ago?
Nice.
Sure.
When we talked 20
Alex,
minutes
that's,
ago? Holy cow, that was quick.
February 13th, right at the legendarily Barleycorns here in Wichita, Kansas.
Yes, sir. We are booked up. We have everybody that we could possibly get in. What's different about this is it's all typically local. Now, usually I work with Kansas City artists and, people in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and some parts of Independence, Missouri, and a lot of hidden gems around Kansas. But for this one in particular, I wanted nothing but local Wichita, Kansas artists. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
that's what we have on it.
It's
So
awesome.
we're strictly local, heavy hitters. We've got Antidote, Johnny the Good Villain, Stories G. We got MAS on it. And then, just a killer lineup. We got Cheddar Music on it as well. Like, we've got a whole lot of good talent that's about to jump on this. So I'm really, really
And
excited.
as much as I like getting music from the bands, I wonder how many we're going to have some stuff. I may have to bring a couple $100 just to keep up, because I archive a lot of local bands. I've been doing it for years. And that's why I also feature bands. I always feature a couple of CDs constantly. So,
well, it's about to be jam packed. I'll have physical copies for this show as well.
That's awesome.
New merch coming out. We've got a lot of new lighting. I'll have some significant showcasing that you guys will be the first ones to see before we jump off the tour.
Awesome.
I think some pyro technical stuff is in the works right now.
Awesome.
So
don't pull no Michael Jackson crap. Don't catch yourself on fire.
That's why I keep my hair short. You know, gotta keep.
I would be a mess. I'm like, stay away from fire.
He wears those suit and ties too.
Yeah.
Retardant ones, you know. So.
Well, tell us a little bit about the album. It's called what? MAG, right?
MAG, My Motivation.
That's awesome.
It's a dedication to my child, my first son, Micah Aaron Gibbs, which is why MAG is the way it is.
Yeah.
And he's motivated me from the get-go. So I was an individual without goals or ambitions, and no significant direction. Yeah. And I think a lot of dads out there can understand this is when you first witness your child's existence, you find purpose, and it's anything that we could potentially do to make that individual successful. So you don't want them to follow the same path that you did. And, you know, I didn't have like the most phenomenal upbringing. I had a good upbringing in the sense that structure and knowing how everything is and how to handle certain situations with a little bit more tact. But ultimately, what I want to bring for my kid is something monumental, something memorable, where, you know, his last name has a little bit more significance than just a typical last name. And so he's motivated me to be more than just myself and to push the envelope. And so I dedicated my first ever EP to my son because of that reason, is he created more of a purpose for me. And he's actually in it. He's actually featured in the EP. Who would have thought 4 years old, he has his own EP out. There's skits of him being in the EP. And at the end, he has his own individual song that he made himself. So
awesome.
That's cool. Thinking outside the box of music, because it can get caught into a little bands tend to rip off each other constantly. Not rip off, but borrow from each other, and then all of a sudden you got everything sounding the same. So that's cool. Throwing a child in, a 4-year-old of all things. Holy cow.
I need all the critics to understand that the last bit, there's no mixing and mastering. It was just him on the piano, and he played on the piano for the first time. And we looped it and made it into a song at the end. So anybody that wants to sit out there and critique about the quality of that one, that was a raw edit recording. And I had a lot of people asking me if I wanted to have it edited in like with a little bit more sound quality. And I said, no, we got to keep it raw, because the moment is far more significant than the situation, you know?
Yeah.
Forget all the mixing and math, because I feel like people take too much away from that. You got to realize that this kid, when he recorded that part, I think he was maybe almost 2 years old when he recorded that bit.
Yeah.
So it's significant for me. More importantly, it's just inclusion with him. I wanted it to be not only my first track, not only my first EP, but I wanted something for him as well.
Yeah.
Something that he can hold on to, where he could see his name all around and make himself included into it.
Yeah, it sounds like family first is a big motto at your place. Big, you know.
We're awesome. Big on family. We're big on the family. Part of the proceeds of all the purchases of the EP, so I give Micah his royalties. He's getting 30% that I'm putting in all purchases. So like any purchases that are done on the physical copies in particular, 30% of that goes into his savings account. So he's going to make some money out of that. And I wanted it for something for him that he can see in the future and put it into a CD that ultimately builds a financial success for him in the future. So
exactly. Well, man, it sounds awesome. Let's talk a little bit about back to your tour and everything. Looks like let me bring that bad boy back up. Starting off, well, I mean, unofficially or officially in Wichita now on the 13th, right? But that's not a far drive for you. But the official tour, I guess, with the first of it, 19th at the Roxy in Kansas City. Then you got Denver, and if I'm not mistaken, that the venue's up in the air. Is that?
I keep checking in with my manager, so everything's good to go as we speak. Speaking of which, shout out to King ISO and King Cash, because they're also performing in Colorado February 6th, and they're sold out already.
Awesome.
So Colorado's still booming. Colorado's still got performances going on, so we're still making it happen. So I need everybody in the Denver, Colorado area. Don't hesitate. Come on down. I've got a couple of friends I know for sure are going to be coming out. So shout out to Neil Sonneman and his girl for coming out for sure. But I need everybody in that area. Have some fun. We'll keep it safe. We'll keep it 6 feet. We'll keep the mask going. We'll keep it going. So let's do it.
Have some fun. Got several dates there, and you're with Alan Wayne, the Prodigy, you of course, and then Casey Pac-Man and Scooter Loco, and then a bunch of other people. I think Kevin said Old Thane's joining you guys on this. Is that right?
Yep, Sir Charles, Miss Nicole. Let's see, who else is jumping on there?
Oh, Miss McCall, yeah. The first time, didn't she play the last, like 2 weeks ago there?
Oh, yeah. She killed the Godimus show.
Oh, God, that was awesome.
Yeah.
She killed the Godimus show. That was amazing. Like her whole crew, their performance, their style.
Well, I love how you guys adjusted well, too, because, he was running a little bit late. And you guys were just able to get up there and do your thing. So that was so freaking cool.
Yeah, you just got to roll with the flow sometimes. That's how entertainment is.
Oh, we made it happen, and it was a very successful show. Arguably one of the strongest ones that we had, especially during that time. The Jerry Robinson show was the other one that was monumental at that time as well, and that one was packed. I know Kevin was there enjoying that one. That place was packed.
I gotta get my computers running so I can get all your photos out, man.
It was huge. It was huge. And
GoFundMe so I can get a new computer.
And even with the restrictions on the last one, so we had restrictions on occupancy, we still filled that bad boy up. We still had a good amount of people there. I think Barleycorns don't make it happen.
What's really cool about it too is they got that nice area out back.
Mm-hmm.
So they can go back there when, just feeling that maybe it's a little too much, and you can take a break and go out back. So I think that's really cool.
Oh, it was huge. And we had a freestyle session right at the end, which was super nice. We had Godimus. We had MAS beatboxing for the beat.
Both times you had him there.
Oh, dude.
That guy is wow. If you don't get him on one of your recordings in the future, man, you're making a mistake.
We always do.
Kevin?
Is it that time?
It's that time.
Okay. I got the layout of what my idea is. You can do whatever you want.
Is it switch time? Are we switching?
Yeah, about every 10 minutes we try to switch. So
that's so dope. Okay, this is my first time seeing this in like live action here. So I've seen a little bit on Facebook Live.
Dude, this is I do you've never seen me do a show, have you?
Not well. Yes, I have. So you played a couple of my music or a couple of my tracks on repeat.
Oh,
on
live stuff.
Spotify.
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
That's right. I was featuring you one time before Facebook always blocks me on that. I can get a good 30 minutes out and then they always block me no matter how much I got, because I have, emails and stuff with your name on it that says I can use your music, but Facebook don't care.
No, they like to restrict a little bit, but it's all good. It sounded great. I loved the way it looked. I personally like this type
The
of
colors I was using
support
was right
is
there too.
phenomenal.
If
I
you
feel
want to
like
keep that.
infusing art with art is what makes us coincide together,
Heck, if you even want to during your CD release party, I'll make you a deal here. I'll be taking photos. I can perform as Captain Spaulding. And if you want, it's going to be pretty crowded, I think, but I can set up a little corner somewhere. And what I usually do, and I can do a piece of artwork for you. You can take it on the travel with you, whatever you want to do. I'm going to base it off the name of your album. Unfortunately, I know a little bit about it now, so it's going to be cheating because I usually go off the name of it and then I go, okay. Of course, I wouldn't have known what that meant. But a lot of times I just kind of go with my brain and run with it. If you want, I can do a live piece of art there for you too. I don't care. It's completely up to you.
Pretty please. What I'll do is I'll promote it. That's one of the biggest things. So if you want to send me a picture of Captain Spaulding and then also a picture of you painting, I would love to put both of those together. And
I might have one of me painting as Captain Spaulding. Actually, I'm not really sure. It's hard to find me with one's painting, but someone did make up a Bob Ross one of me painting one time. I could always send that to you.
Anyone will work, because what I'll do is I'll promote that, because I think that. So I love artwork in of itself. Like, I suck at painting, but I have a couple.
Don't ever say that to me, because I will hand you a paintbrush and prove you wrong. Because it's probably me saying I suck at rapping, and I'm sure if you gave me a couple of seconds and did some coaching with me, I could probably rap something, right?
Absolutely. You're not wrong. I know for me in particular, I'm my own worst critic, and so like me personally,
we all are.
It's a tough one, but that's just us as artists. We're not worthy in our own brain, but everybody else finds us worthy somehow. Right. So it's a blessing. I think that your artwork's phenomenal. I would love to showcase that painting, and I'll put it in Micah's room so Micah can know.
I'm gonna have to tone down my material a little bit.
No, do your thing. Because my kiddo has everything in there. So he has Towley from South Park. So I have skateboards. I collect skateboards. And I have a Towley skateboard. I have a Shenron skateboard.
Got any broken skateboards, man? I'll paint those too.
I don't. I throw them all away. I had a couple of people ask me for.
From now on, don't throw them away. Get them to us artists. We will paint them.
I will save them for you. For you,
I paint on any surface. I'll even do body painting. I don't care. I paint on symbols. I paint on bottles. Everything. I'll paint on your CD. I don't care. Now, I don't want to ruin your CDs, but I'm talking about the cases, but the plastic case. But no, tell us a little bit about. One thing I've noticed about you, you're unique, very unique. A lot of people kind of have the same look, similar look, even similar sound somewhat, but you come across as completely different. You come across like you're, an alien jazz band. You got that old school mic, you're wearing the suit. You even have sometimes, a few times I saw you had a guy that's like your merchant guy wearing a suit too. And I think that's so cool. It's like, when I saw you in Kansas City, I go, oh, there's some business dude here. And then as I'm doing my thing, because Captain Fold, I'm pretty busy, either scaring people to death or people want photos, because you saw all the people. It just is when I dress up like that, it just happens. And then you get up there and I'm like, oh my God, that is phenomenal. I mean, you had a little bit unique voice for it.
Thank you.
I mean, you got something that's just a little bit different than everybody else, which is what it needs to be able to go somewhere, and I saw that you won that award. I'm not much into awards with music, but it is cool that someone recognizes you enough to give you an award.
Thank you.
And that's always cool. And I've won some awards in art too, but it's like, Yeah, I don't know if the trophy, I think, has been broken somewhere, but
Yeah.
you know, it is cool that when somebody does that, you're doing, oh my God, they are paying attention to me. So,
Mhm.
so tell us about that award. How'd that happen? I mean, I never even heard of that award until you came along, and it's been around for a while.
Yes, sir. It's called a GERD Award. So GRRRD Award. And what it is, it's independent and mainstream collaboration in the sense of an award ceremony. So like individuals like Snoop Dogg has gotten that award.
Oh my
George
God.
Lopez, Nipsey Hussle, Kevin Gates. And then you also have the underground. So you have like King ISO, you have Tech Nine, you have Brother Lynch Hung, all these
They're
individual
not
artists.
underground anymore. All
Uh,
those guys you named.
well, I mean, you also have like, so you have Joey Cool, who's also underground. You got Darren
Mhm.
Steffron, who got it. You had even Kevin Gates, which kind of blows my mind. It's like the branching out between mainstream and underground was created by this individual. So shout out to Selim. So Selim is the individual who runs the GERD Awards, and he also nominated me as well. So he nominated me for Mover Shaker Award. So for him, it was upcoming artist. He nominated me for that, and through I guess his discretion and others, I won the award. And so blew my mind. I didn't expect it. The fact that I was nominated was big enough for me anyway. But I feel like what made it more monumental for me was in Wichita, I was the first who did it. So no one else in Wichita has gotten that same award. No
Mhm.
artist, nobody out here. So, like for me in particular, for me to think about it, like even right now, it's surreal. I'm looking over every day because I have it on my nightstand as a friendly reminder. But what it is for me is more than just an award. It's a situation where if I ever have doubt, I can look over to the right side of my bed and get a friendly reminder that like, dude, you could still fucking do this. You
You
could
know,
still do this.
always stay humble. Always stay humble because, especially in the world of music, you can stay relevant for a little bit and then it's gone. And if you burned all the bridges with all those people that helped you get there, I've seen it happen. And then all of
Absolutely.
a sudden it's like, dude, I was there at the beginning and now you're just tossing us to the side. So always stay humble. Um,
Absolutely.
you know, I've learned that from my travels as Captain Spaulding, even though I'm playing a already built character, all of a sudden I
Mhm.
was getting some celebrity status. And especially since Sid Haig died, I'm getting huge. COVID just kind of killed off this last year, but it's just and it's starting to build back up because people are wanting me. We'll see where it goes. I'm not sure how much I want to keep because I still want to be me too. You know, I'm a costume entertainer just as myself. So, but you know, you got to keep it humble and remember that those people that were there. I've had so many actors and artists tell me, you know, because yeah, it'll be there and then it's gone. Not everybody can be the Rolling Stones. Not everybody can be the Beatles. No, you know, not everybody can be Van Halen. You know,
Right.
but everybody can be those other steps that you know you got your shining moment. Take advantage of it and build for your future, and
Absolutely.
then go from there. Because a lot of stars from the past, where they at now? You know, they're going to be just your everyday Joe. You walk into a hardware store and oh hey, you know there he is. Maybe he's
There
still
you
successful, but he planned on his future. So
go.
stuff like that.
I was just thankful for even the opportunity,
Mhm.
just even having that situation happen for me made me feel, uh, it reminded me. So like a lot of, I mean, you know this as an artist, a lot of times you just sit there and go, am I really doing what I, what I should be doing? There's that doubt of like, am I wasting my time? And then of course you deal with a lot of people who doubt you along the way, of course. There's people who tell you to stop, you can't do it, and you try to avoid those people, but at the same time, like sometimes you deal with that self-doubt. We all deal with it, and you're lying if you don't, in my
Mhm.
mind. uh, with that was the reassurance for me to keep going.
Right.
And with that, I mean, I wouldn't be pursuing as aggressively as I am now if it wasn't for that situation. So I
It
feel like
was,
it fueled
and I
me.
get that. And wait till you do these tours, and all of a sudden everybody wants to buy everything for you and stuff. It's kind of weird. It is very surreal. The best advice I ever got came from the honky tonk man from the WWF. I was sitting at a table next to him, and I was a guest celebrity, myself and my girlfriend at the time, who was an author. And they came up to him, "Hey, you got a photo shoot coming up?" And I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm a celebrity." And he said to me, "How do you feel right now?" I said, "Like I really didn't earn it." And he goes, "Keep that." He said that to me flat out. "Keep that, because that will keep you from being able to, that'll keep you so you can keep doing this business for a long, long time and not burn out." Just, and I, ever since then, I've been, oh, okay, I'm no different than, whoever those big stars are, or even the people coming up. And that's what I'm seeing. We got to wrap you up here. So if you got any last words you want to say? Yeah, we kind of went way over time.
We always do. We always like to talk. I know Kevin and I in particular, we will love to chat. So
kind of worked because the next guest hadn't shown up yet. So you're actually good. Yeah. I'll definitely see you the 13th. And gosh, I wasn't planning on putting on my makeup until March, but that's fine. I'll do it just for you.
I'm gonna try my damnedest to make it out.
hey, if you guys can make it, I love it. Captain Spaulding, if you want to be there, you could be there too.
I'll hand my camera to somebody so they can take photos of me when you have me doing the announcements. So
I'm just thankful. I really am. Like, this is a cool ass moment. I appreciate your guys' time. If anybody is listening and wants to check out my stuff, my name is Nick Gibbs on all platforms. MAG, my motivation is going to be 12
keep going. I'm sorry.
And all platforms, 12 p.m. It's going to be put on all platforms. So just look for Nick Gibbs and then MAG, my motivation. Shout out to the We Out Here tour with Alan Wayne, the Prodigy, Miss Nicole. We got Thane. We got Sir Charles. Starts February 19th at the Roxy. Check out all the dates below. More importantly, guys, check out all the artists that I mentioned. They're all dope. I single-handedly will vouch for them. Check out Captain Spaulding and all of his beautiful artwork.
Yeah, now that I'm a big star, thanks to Thane, got my second video I've been in. I did the live one with Crooked D, but that was a fun time out in the Little Sahara. It's kind of hot in that costume, but it was still fun.
It looked fun. Shout out to Josh as well for hooking us up on this. Artist Soul, you guys are the best. I got major love for everybody out there. Check out all my stuff, all my platforms. I think the links are below. Yep. So my website's below. Nick A. Gibbs 93 on Instagram. Nick Gibbs 316 on Facebook. Check me out, guys. Hit me up. You guys are the best.
Oh yeah, I got you on my regular rotation on my Spotify, so I'm always hitting your stuff up because Get With It and 6 feet under, or whatever it's called, 6 feet. Yeah. I can't rap like you. So
yeah, it's very cool having you. Best, like I said, well, I'll try to catch you before you head out of town. We'll get together and have a drink and listen to some good music, man.
Yes, sir. Sounds good to me, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting well known enough in your family now. Your wife has even hugged me a couple of times, so hopefully you doesn't freak out from clowns.
You're part of the family. We'll have you every time, man. For real.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly it's happened. All right. Thanks a lot, and have good luck on your tour and your CD release and everything. All right.
I appreciate you guys. Major love. You guys have a good night. All right.
Later.
Later.
So where's all our people at?
You're awful needy, Kevin.
Jeez, all right, because people are always saying stuff to us. We need to make sure. Omar's on there. Kevin Hansen. What?
Yeah.
Throw your stuff on my monkey music. What?
I think that's a page he's got going. You got some painting to do, boy.
Yeah, I do. I'll have to do the CDs of the next section here.
We'll get them in there. I think sounds like we might have.
This is our most abstract piece we've ever done, man. I don't think we need this right now, do we?
No, we don't. All right. So while Kevin gets back there and slapping some more paint on everything I screwed up, that's what I like to do. Screw
Yeah,
stuff up.
screwed up. You just added to it. and-
Yeah, like I said, we didn't really go over this piece on, other than
Well,
the silly name. We didn't really, I mean, we kind of had an idea, but we didn't plan anything out. And that was also another thing I wanted to implicate the next show is I think we'll add I didn't have a chance to talk to Kevin about it. But implement the variable effect where before the show, like I said, we want to take the theme from the previous show. So give us some ideas what you want to paint. And then at the beginning of the next show, we'll like draw a variable out of a bucket, a hat or something.
I
And
see what you're saying. Yeah.
and it'll be like maybe a geometric variable, a color variable or something that we pull out of the hat, and we have to, use a square or, square is our basic geometry, or we can only use like 3 colors and then draw the 3 colors. And then whatever theme we picked out, we have to do it with, with those, mama says mermaids. She's in the splash.
That's not a variable though. That's a
No, that's the theme for next week. So
mermaids are.
that's the first suggestion that I've seen. I don't know if anybody's done anything else up, but so far, mermaids. Come up with something better than mermaids. I don't want to paint mermaids. I mean, I will. I love you, honey, but I don't want to paint mermaids.
I'll paint a mermaid.
Nah, do a painting if that's
Do one
all
right
we
now
get.
if you want.
That's all we get. Tracy says, I'm still here, yo.
Mhm. Yeah, I did a zombie dinosaur for her kid. At one time, he requested. I think she remembers that. I didn't give it to him, or did I?
I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember now. And he was even on one of my. No, was he on the show? I can't remember, Tracy. I remember him doing a piece with me, and then I showed it. So I don't think Nick realizes if I'm painting and he's standing there watching me, I'm going to hand him my paintbrush and say, "Here you go." I'm serious as that can be.
Tracy says it was amazing. Talking about your painting.
Which one?
You want
My favorite one. My favorite one is the one that Lucas did with me.
Yeah, I think that's the one she was talking about.
But he also asked for a what was it? A zombie triceratops in my 30-minute drawings.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I did with that one.
I don't know. So we're just kind of waiting. Marty Ray hasn't got into the session yet. He's seems like a pretty stand-up dude, so I think he'll get on here. He said he's not logged in at the moment, and hopefully no time zone.
Oh shoot, where's he from?
I don't know if somebody's calling. Extended warranty.
Been waiting for 15 minutes.
Hello.
Oh, extended warranty. Yeah. yeah.
On a Sunday. At least it's not extended warranty on my 1990 Ford F-150.
I know.
I think that warranty's expired a while ago. So yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to say my extended warranty. They don't do extended warranties on used vehicles. So
Omar says, Mr. Nick Gibbs, get onto Mr. Monkey's music page, and he'll help promote some of your stuff there. Omar, he's El Presidente of the Bearded Monkey Social Club. I'm ambassador, and like I said, we just kind of do a lot of things in the bearding community, trying to make the world a better place. And we've got some patches. I didn't get a chance to do any of the advertisement up today, Omar, but we got some red and silver patches that well, I can't remember what we decided to do. We'd sent a care package overseas to another member, and turned out he was in the state at the time so there was headache. And didn't you say that if you send it to if you go drop it off at like the airport, or not the airport, the Air Force Base, they'll get it to wherever it needs to go free of charge?
sometimes, yeah. I don't know how it used to be that way. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Well, I think we ended up dropping a ridiculous amount of money on shipping, and that's why we were kind of leading towards something else.
Yeah, there's a way to do it through there, but it's hard to catch up to people when they're overseas because you would send it out and it may take 3-4 months to get to them. So you got to be really planning around that. So if they're Air Force, don't send it overseas because they're going to only be there about 3 months. Navy, if they're on a ship, you can just send it and it'll be just like anywhere they end up at. Army, Marines, you can send it because unless you know they're coming home within a couple months, it'll get to them. But it still takes a while.
Yeah.
I would get care packages from my family, and the post date would be like 3-4 months on it. So it really depends on where they're at too. I'm talking about active combat zones, so that's a little bit different. But just so that you guys know. So what's going on? Are you reading something?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll let you add your little shading technique in the rest of it.
But yeah, what else is like I said, we got
I'm gonna present those CDs pretty soon too.
yeah. We got next week we've got where did that little slab go? We've got Anthony Joyner. He'll be joining us. He's with Mulberry Art Gallery, and he's got an exhibition coming up that's called Allow Me to Reintroduce Myself. And that opens February 5th and February 19th. He'll be on. That will be February 7th show.
It's next week.
Yep, that's next week. And we have Jericho. He's just dropped some new solo music, and he's running around with the band Rehab, part of that right now. I don't know, you probably sitting at the bar. That was their claim to fame, but they've got a lot of other great music. I've been a big fan. That's how I found Jericho. And he's got some new music called Rock and Roll, and I can't remember the other song he just dropped. He's got an upcoming album too, I think. So they'll be on next week, hopefully.
Is Joyner on next week too?
Yes, Joyner and
Yeah.
Jericho tomorrow, or next week,
Yeah.
sorry.
He's doing a lot of cool stuff on the art community. He's doing some major stuff too, because we used to have one of those. I can't think of his name right now, but he was a human rights guy that's pretty famous here in Wichita. And they're redoing a park and
Yeah.
asking for a whole bunch of
Chester.
artists. So I'm excited to hear more about that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he's doing. I used to work with them out at the last job for a little bit, and we kind of talked shop about everything we got going on other than the work. But Omar pops on here and says that the patches I was talking about, the Bearded Monkey Social Club patches, they're going to Passageways is who the next donation is going to.
Okay. Did you talk about the shirts that you just put out and who they're going to?
Yep, we'll do it again since we're killing time.
Yeah, unfortunately, it happens when you got entertainers. Something may have came up. Hope he's okay. Or I hope you realize that there's a time zone difference too.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he would have showed up early unless he's in Is he in California?
No, he's in Nashville area.
Oh, we're pretty much almost linear on them, aren't we?
Yeah, this is the
past Chicago.
Indiana, I think, is where it changes over to Eastern time.
Yeah.
But these are the new shirts. Tees for Charities. Brains drew up the little pirate guy with the beard. It's Whisker Kids is the theme of it, and we threw a couple tank tops, some ladies tank tops, and some unisex tank tops in to kind of jazz it up a little bit. And then I'm bringing back the Johnny Stash t-shirt just because I got to print them this week, and sales were a little less than I wanted, and so I figured give y'all one more opportunity to get the COVID-19, the Johnny Stash 2.1.
Did you get a lot of people jump on when it was too late too, or something?
No, not on that one. I had to reopen it. I had a friend hit me up, said they wanted one more to their order, and I hadn't got them ran yet, so I went ahead and opened them up, and I figured just go ahead and leave it back open up until I get them printed, which is probably going to be Wednesday-ish. That's how I roll around here. I'm sorry, but
ish.
ish. We We full of the ish.
That's my biggest thing with shipping. I'm kind of, you'll get it ish in a month.
Yeah.
I need to get better at it, but the problem is I just don't do enough shipping to make it worth it.
What we got going on back there, Kevin? That's looking pretty wild from the screen here. I dig it. I dig it.
So Scott, this is what we came up
Yeah,
with.
Scott Sykora.
Universal Alien Jam Band is what we came up with. So what kind of music would they be playing? In this case, I guess it's
I don't know, man.
Alien,
What was it? What was it? The
jazz
Lost
or
Boys.
rockabilly. It could be the Lost Boys. Yeah, that was
Lost Boys. They had the metal saxophone player. You know,
Yeah,
that guy's legendary. I think he's got his own Facebook page and everything
yeah,
too.
he's still doing his thing. Yeah, I'll let you finish with your shading technique because I don't want to mess that part up. But I hope you can tell they're aliens. I was thinking, I don't know what he was thinking necessarily, but I was thinking something very kind of geometric and pretty basic, so see where it goes because we're almost done here. I think if you get in there and do your shading.
Yeah, well, you still got your music showcase here to do. Let's switch out over on that.
I may add a little highlight to the eyes. Yeah, I had to add some notes so it looked like they were playing. I didn't want to add strings or stuff like that. It's too hard.
Yeah,
to
I mean
paint.
that was kind of where I was at. It's like I don't know what to add.
Yeah, I didn't plan on. I wanted to still make them look like silhouettes, but not so much. Okay, so it was great hearing Nick Gibbs. So hopefully, I'll be getting his CD in a couple of weeks, and I'll be able to present that at a show. But what I got today is a couple of bands here, and I'll start with Wabash and Lake. I don't know, is that? I can't tell because there's a lot of light. Can you see it? See if I can get it to where it's not so light. Anyways, Wabash and Lake. They're a rock and roll metal type band, female vocals, keyboards, with the kind of the new metal with women doing their thing. Plus they got the guys, and I think she does too. Some of the growls. Really solid, really modern type metal or hard rock, who everybody's got different opinions about what's metal and what's not, and what's hard rock and what's not. I grew up Blue Oyster Cult, and they were considered metal back then. So, and now
one of my favorite shows I've ever been to.
They are phenomenal. The big old blow up. They had the big old blow up Godzilla. Well, actually, it was robotic Godzilla. Sorry, and that was so cool. And then, but they got a pretty solid band out of Hutchinson, Kansas. Some of the who's who out of bands. Really solid stuff. They have how many songs on the back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 songs. I don't know what considers an EP and what doesn't anymore. I just figure anymore if it's in today's world, 5 or more songs. I feel it's a full CD anymore. It used to be 5 songs was an EP, but I think EPs nowadays are, to me, 2 or 3 songs, 1 song, obviously, unless you're like Epic and your songs are like 20 minutes long. But it's Wabash and Lake, Toxic Waters. There it is there. And here's the back of it. A lot of, gosh dang that light. This is what happens when you don't have a sound and light text in the show, because we're just, we're poor and can't afford the big shows. The next one's going to be Contact, Violence Solves Everything. Okay, a local hardcore band. Got that old school hardcore sound that I like. The I'm trying to think of some of the bands, but right off the hand, well, one of my favorites is Dead Kennedys. Vocals doesn't sound like that per se, but he's got that style that comes from that time period. Dead Kennedys. Oh my gosh, my brain shutting down on these bands. But anyway, it's basically a band that comes from, some of the members are also in Oz Against, which I'll present someday here. I actually did a piece of artwork, never even seen the CD yet, and I went in and did a piece. They invited me, and I did a piece, and I should have brought it in to show it, but it's basically about a flamethrower burning everything. So, if you invite me to your shows and I'm doing a CD release party or whatever, and I usually don't want to see your stuff and know much about it, I just want to hear what the name of the CD is, like Violence Solves Everything. So I think in my mind, what's the most extreme violence you can do to anybody? And so I'm thinking, you know what? Burn them with a freaking flamethrower. So that's what I did. And there's the back of it. So that's just kind of how I do my stuff. And yeah, we got people responding, but I can't see what they're saying, man. Darn right. No, I know where to click on this one now. I caught it. Just nothing new. Yeah,
I must have scared them away with my ridiculously
because
bad.
the donation will go to passageways. Yeah, we got oh boy, we're slowly wrapping up too, because we're actually at almost an hour, and that's right. We're there. But mermaids, oh my god.
Y'all gotta come up with something better than mermaids.
Although I did do a really cool mermaid, so if you want my emotions involved and how I'm going to do stuff, we are going to announce. You want me to announce about the
the
art? Okay, we've thought about it now. We're at episode 5 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm counting the art. That's how I know. And 5. Our first 2 pieces starting Monday, we'll get it set up to come on your site, right? The Room Green Productions.
Well, yeah, it'll be the page. We'll do it on the
Yeah,
page.
on the actual Room Green Productions page, we're going to auction off our first 2 pieces. I think what we're going to do is get it caught up to get them auctioned off, and then what doesn't sell in our auctions, then we'll do a big show. But so that we can not have so much at one time going on when we try to do live auctions. So we're going to auction off our first 2 pieces, and he'll put them up there for you on the site. And however he has it set up, I think you'll be able to see what someone else's auction. But these 2 pieces are going to supposed to start off at $100 each. It's our Keeper of the Plains, which is our first one we did. And then the other one is our Rainbow Werewolf. Be aware of, it's mainly so that we can continue to buy more art supplies so we can keep doing this show. Because anybody that's ever done art, it gets kind of expensive doing art supplies constantly without some kind of extra income coming in. So that's part of the reason we're doing it. Other part, he's full-time and I'm making a career out of it. So, we still got to eat too. But the biggest thing is so that we really want to put part of that money back into what we're doing here. Upgrading equipment, getting more art supplies, because anybody that's ever bought these canvases, they're not really inexpensive. And then when you buy multi amounts of paint, it starts to get pretty expensive too. So that's our goal is to so it'll be the Keeper of the Plains and the Rainbow. You can already go to that page on Facebook, but don't start till we actually do the auction setup. He'll have it set up, I hope, tomorrow. And what we'll do is we'll go through all the way up to probably till the next show.
Yeah, sounds good. A week. So a week to almost a week.
We'll make it 5 o'clock on Sunday or whatever he says, and we will announce who the winner is. If there is no winner, then we'll put it in our back stock, and then hopefully we'll be able to do a live show at a live venue somewhere to get people interested in that artwork. I'm pretty excited. It was neat seeing neat. I said neat.
Said it again, Kevin.
I always say neat.
Neato burrito.
Yeah, that I think we're pretty much done there, aren't we? Almost.
Yeah,
You still got to work on the third one. It looks like a little bit. The bass player, boom, 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 boom. We're right at an hour, so we're just there.
The rest of it off camera.
I know, Scott and them. They said, "Oh, go ahead and go over. We don't care."
Well, if we had, like I said, it's kind of.
It happens. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we'll find out what happened to Marty Ray and get him on in a later show.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sure it was time zone issues. I mean, hell, for all I know, I may have not even really been talking to the real Marty Ray. It's
So
2020.
also let us know on the page what you thought of the really bad lip syncing.
There's gonna be more. It's gonna be worse.
But I do like how you threw in Kevin doesn't like me mounted. Well, who knows? Only one way to find out, people.
I also said you were black too, but we
Who says I'm not?
exactly.
You know, who really cares? But
Let's slide over here again.
mhm.
Slide to the right.
Okay.
Slide to the
I
right.
didn't realize you moved my bench. I just sat down.
Yeah, one on one. It's better in the damn center there.
I just kind of leaned forward anyway, so I end up in.
But yeah, I hope we sounded better. The mic got a little better position, hopefully. What else? Like I said, it was shame. We got next week, hopefully, if everything goes well. We got Anthony Joyner and Jericho coming on.
Anthony Joyner's really pushing a lot for local art and trying to make a difference. I mean, he does talk about artists of color and stuff like that, but you know, he puts that out there, and what he means by that is not necessarily that you have to be. I'm going to be in some of the shows in the future, and I'm an artist of color. I mean, I'm pink, brown, purple, whatever
Paint we're wearing that day.
Yeah, so it's really interesting to see where this Mulberry Gallery goes.
Yeah,
and then
ready
he's
to-
got a huge thing coming up, and I can't wait for him to talk more about that. It's the one project's going to be huge. The park thing is going to be huge,
Yeah, I can't wait.
and I hope I'm worthy enough to be part of that. If not, yeah, you know, I can swing a hammer, I can build stuff too.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's not about egos when it comes to art.
Also, we updated we got, like I said, again, Anthony Joyner and Jericho next week. We got Jamie and Garrett Briggerman coming back on Valentine's Day. And then we got
Dusty Grant,
the one and only.
He just dropped another song
Yep.
just recently with another video. The guy's he's stepping out there. We're getting a lot of artists that are getting at that, and it's cool to see this again because I've been around the scene for a long time. So now all of a sudden we got people picking it up again. Ooh, Polly Ann and Teresa Stardust. Polly Ann she's a local, but she's out of Nashville, and she a hell of a damn good artist. And Teresa, she's like me. She's kind of a jack of all trades.
Yeah, some cosplay.
Beautiful model,
and-
awesome
yeah.
artwork. She's becoming a fitness instructor. She's, oh my God, plays music
Yeah,
a lot better than I do.
doing a little research today, and
Yeah.
I've seen she's into
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
She does a lot of stuff, and like a lot of us, this
I think
COVID
you
is really.
shared something of her husband. You shared or something. you
Yeah,
commented
maybe
on something.
if he gets to come in, that's cool. If not, I'll still ask her some questions about the ICT Fest.
Yeah, that's what it
They had to
was.
cancel it this last year. Hopefully, they won't have to this year. One of the best festivals here in Wichita. And so then we got Amanda Mayflower. She's in charge of the American Menagerie, and I'm involved with her. It's her gig, so I let her push me around some. I don't try to do stuff. Plus she does the Flint Hill Fairies, but it's more of a performance troupe that we try to celebrate all the holidays. The next one coming up is the ICT. Almost said Bugs Bunny, the ICT Easter Bunny, and can do, you know, we set up and do stuff, and we go to people's doors and stuff like that to celebrate and whatnot. I'll let her talk more about it in the future.
Yeah. So let's give another shout out to our sponsors tonight. Orozco's
I like
hot
how
sauce
I love how we have to hesitate on that.
Yeah,
Orozco's
Orozco's.
hot sauce.
and Big Sexy's beard brand. Big Sexy's got his show, Big Sexy Saturday Night Live, on Saturdays on the Talking Beard Network, as well as The Least We Could Do. They come on right after Big Sexy. So we're the weekend crew, you know, taking you all into the next week.
And don't forget to check the page starting tomorrow, and we're going to put the 2 pieces up for auction.
Yep.
You know, hey, it's only money. You can't take it with you, but you can take the art with you because
Yep.
you can wrap your body in it when they bury
Mhm.
you.
So, like I said, I think we covered everything. Like I said, I'm, you know, a little disappointed we didn't get Marty Ray in here, but we'll try again, I guess.
It's all right. Things happen.
Yeah.
That's the thing I've learned about the entertainment. I've seen people scheduled and they had to cancel even up to minutes within. So something
Yeah.
might happen. He'll probably pop on here in a minute and go, "Hey, I'm in like such and such time
Yeah,
zone.
I know. I tried to tell him every time zone, but he just dropped he's got an album coming out. I think it's called The Storm, and then last night he dropped a $50 guitar, and it does it sound good, and he did Nothing But a G Thing by Dr. Dre, and true form, he nailed it. But hopefully everything's all right with him, and hopefully we can get him on. Make him feel real guilty. Everybody message him and tell him, hey, we were watching Art Assault and didn't see you.
That's okay. Also, when you get on there and you see the pages and stuff, check out the art and give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. You know, we're thick skin. I always feel my art's never that good once we're done. It's the journey I enjoy. And I know this. And then I go back later and look at it, and then I enjoy it more. It's kind of weird that way.
Yeah.
But, just let us know what you think. And definitely right now we got mermaids. So please put something on the page.
Please. But we've got...
Have the mermaids doing something that's non-sexual. Eating bologna sandwiches or something.
Yeah. But we're broadcasting on Talking Beards. Give their page a like. Room Green Productions Facebook page. Give that a like. We're on YouTube, Talking Beards, and my YouTube, which is Josh JRB5 Bethel. And give it a like, share, follow, subscribe. What all them little buttons that all the little algorithms help. So.
Yeah. If you're interested in anything that I do on my independent stuff, I probably need to get back to doing those 30-minute videos. Got to figure that out. But, and you want any commissions and you want a commission that both of us work on, I don't, holler at us. We work more in just this one medium. It's just all you're seeing is this one medium. That's fine. And probably in the future, we'll mix some more mediums up. But definitely give us a shout. Even if you think we're horrible artists, tell us, you're not going to hurt my feelings, because if you don't like it, you're just not buying it.
We're having fun. We don't care.
Yeah.
Hopefully entertain you.
Come on. We just did a thing on.
Looks like we still got 5 people watching. So
Tracy's a but she didn't get Chewy on there. Either that or she slapped him so hard he's in a coma now. Is that what you did, Tracy?
Yeah.
But definitely we did our little universal
I guess we're gonna multi universal jam is what I've been calling it. I mean,
that's fine.
They all don't have any names. It's just ways we can reference. They're all
I usually never really name stuff until somebody names it for me. Tracy did one that she bought a long time ago, and it was just, she called it my snot goblin, and it was a goblin with snot running out of his nose, so that made sense. So I usually let people choose their own name.
Yeah.
So
all right, well, we'll get off of here, and as soon as we do, I know Marty will probably pop on, but
and we're gonna do the.
Maybe we'll come back on afterwards if that's the case.
And expect to see the speed up us putting down our own, talking about our own artwork here.
Yeah, time lapse.
Time lapse usually the next day. So
depends on how tonight goes with it. It's always technical difficulties. Okay. We're gonna have to hit record over there, so
we're gonna have to come up with our own slogan or something sometime.
Yeah,
if it ain't art, it's not an assault.
Yeah, we'll get a catchphrase there. Get back to the right thing here. So, all right.
As long as it's not chicken fuckers.
Yeah. You guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, like, subscribe, follow all the social medias, the YouTubes, all of it. And I hope you enjoyed Nick Gibbs. Big shout out to him coming on and, been in our ear a little bit, and got a lot of upcoming stuff coming up. It's pretty awesome.
If you like rap music with a little bit different flavor, he's got it going on.
Yep. So check all of his socials out, and later.
Bye-bye. Boy, if they picked this up.